Hey guys, welcome to the next Clash Holes War Recap. This one is a special War Recap. We are celebrating our 100th win. I'm actually counting my chickens before they hatch. As you can see, there is 11 minutes left in the war, but the current score is 29-11. I'm pretty sure these guys gave up. And being our 100th war win, I wanted to do something a little bit special. So basically, I am going to show you every attack. We're going to watch it in ×2, so that way the video doesn't take so long. So some of these attacks are going to be going by pretty quick. And then, like normal for, just the cleanup sections, we'll skip up to ×4 just to get through it as quick as possible. But I'm going to show you all of our attacks in chronological order so you can see exactly what we did. And so let's, well, first we'll look at what we did to their bases. We 3-starred every single base except for their number 2. We struggled on that. We only got a 71% 2-star, but so be it. We did use all of our attacks. As always, they have only used 8 of their attacks. We came out really hot, which you are going to see. Let's go to war events. And, we came out just on fire. So I think that really discouraged these guys. Reading their description, they do talk about full participation in war, and they say they have a war record of 74-10, which seems to be pretty impressive to me. But unless they do something crazy in these last 16 minutes, I'm not very impressed. But if they do, we're going to catch that live, so that'll be fun. Alright, let's get right into the attacks. Starting at the bottom, we got Little Lumber going up against the top Town Hall 8, number 3, King, and it is a mass hog attack. Now, when I was scouting this out, I was like, oh, double great bomb there, double great bomb there. So my plan is send in 3 hogs from the left, 3 hogs from the right, kill that cannon, and trigger that double great bomb. And then after that, just send everybody, because that neutralizes really all of the threat. So I dropped that single poison on the dragon, lure him out after he's mostly hurt with the barb, drop a couple of wizards, take him down real quick, put my king in to act as a meat shield. Then I take out that cannon on the left side for that same trick, rush all the hogs. I get a nice little 2 heal spells and save that 3rd one for when they clump up at the end, and that is that. That is a very quick, very easy mass hog attack. The guy who made this base really, it was very obvious where the double great bombs could be. So not a very good base to defend against hogs. Was first attack out of the gate and absolutely easy crush. So we're not going to play again. Wrong button. All right, let's move on to the second attack. The second attack is D37, who has been crushing it these last few wars. He also is doing a mass hog attack. You're going to see a bunch of these. We like the mass hogs, especially at Town Hall 8. So he sends in a couple of hogs to try to get that clan castle lure, and they go off to that town hall, so he misses. So then he redirects, shoots from the other side, gets the easy lure, does the poison on the dragon. We're going to go 5×4 for a second until the double poison is over, and then he sends in his king with his line of wizards behind to start clearing out the trash, and then send in the hogs. So this base doesn't have any good openings for double great bombs. It's got a couple of spots where there could be singles. As you can see, Teslas start popping up in the majority of those. So the double great bombs are probably all around the outside, or maybe in this weird V thing in the middle. I don't know why you would ever put them in there. This is another base that is just not very good. But as you can see, the base is already wrecked. He hardly lost any hogs. Those heal spells kept him up. His wizards get smoked up top by one of those outside great bombs. You can see there's 2 great bombs that have already been triggered on the outside there. Kind of worthless to put those there, but good job to D37 with the easy 3-star. Just crushing that base. Super quick attack. Nice work. Alright, let's move on to our third attack. I know we're going through these kind of quick, but I just don't want this to be a 2-hour video. Try to get you guys in and out. So now we have Lurker going up against, is that G? J-E? I don't know. Anyways, drops a couple hogs. I think his intention was to take out that cannon and then get the lure. Finds a couple of Teslas there, so does not get the lure. But let's go to ×2. Then gets the easy pull on this bottom side. Pulls out that dragon and wizard and archer. Gets them all clumped up. Drops a poison on them. And then once those are done, you'll see his hogs coming in. Let's fast forward that poison. Down goes the dragon. And then drops in a couple of hogs on the left there to check for Great Bomb. Nothing shows up, so then he starts sending in the masses. There is a Great Bomb there, but it was back a little ways, so he did trigger that, but it was just one. Gets that heal down. Those hogs heal right up. On the right side, he does trigger that second Great Bomb, but there was only 2 hogs there, so he just lets them die. No use to waste a heal on just 2 hogs. Drops his second heal on that right side and his third heal up top. So the whole pack of hogs is getting healed up. And let's make this ×2. And they're just working through from defense to defense nicely. At the very end, those skellies pop up, so they didn't give the hogs any trouble at all. They just finished off that last defense, turned around, killed the skellies, killed the defending king, and now it's just cleanup. You got wizards and your king on the outside doing cleanup. Hogs are about to run on the inside, take down that town hall, and then that is that. Nice job, Lurker. That is 3 for 3 to start the war. It was a great way to start. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attacks done in the first hour and a half, and 6 of them were 3 stars. So we just really came out on fire. This next attack, attack number 4, is Titanhawk, our resident Town Hall 7, taking on their Town Hall 7. Now, Town Hall 7s have recently seen a change where now they have a 3rd air defense, and Town Hall 6s have a 2nd air defense, making drag attacks a little bit more difficult. You can't just spam your drags anymore. You actually got to pay attention to what you're doing. Funneling is going to matter now, so you're going to see a lot more crappy Town Hall 7 attacks fail. Luckily, Titan is not a crappy Town Hall 7. Let's go ahead and fast forward this. She drops in her dragons, spreads them effectively to get a nice funnel. Drops the loons behind the dragons to take out the air defenses. The loons take out 1 air defense, and then they eventually die. The dragons take out that 2nd air defense. As you can see, she lightninged the original air defense on that far side. So now she has a ton of dragons, and all that's left is 1 archer tower. And so they're going to burn through this real quick. She pulls out our 4th 3-star, 4 out of 4. Great way to start the war. Nice job, Titanhawk. Just smashing faces. Alright, let's move on. Next attack is Brent, number 2. He is our 2nd of 2 Town Hall 9s, going up against their 2nd of 2 Town Hall 9s. And as you guys know, going up against a Town Hall 9 or a Town Hall 10 on a first attack can be kind of rough. You don't know where the defenses are, so it's pretty hard to 3-star these on a very first attack. But what Brent does is he drops in his king for a simple queen swap and just uses his king special ability, takes out that queen. Then there's a hole right in here, and he drops in a giant, triggers that Great Bomb. He probably could have used just a single barb, but he elects to go with the giant. Then he lures the clan castle and pulls out that dragon. He has some air skellies floating around there. Also, I believe there's a wizard and an arch down there. He is going to pull that out in a second and kill it. He does his lightning on one of those air defenses. It looks like he did a double BBQ there. That's fun. He still has this dragon and skellies to deal with, so he starts dropping his own dragons. They take care of that pretty quick. Queen right behind that to make sure those clan castle troops get cleaned up. Then drops in the CC, which is Dragon 2 Loons. They start triggering what is left of his air defenses. As you can see, he doesn't have any air defenses remaining. So these dragons do work. Unfortunately, they do get hung up on that town hall a bit, and being a high hit point building, that crossbow does some work. It does have that Tesla right behind it. So between that crossbow and that Tesla, there is a lot of DPS coming towards his dragons, and they start to get picked off one at a time. and he does not end up with the 3-star, but he does end up with a very nice solid 2-star attack. And so we'll finish this out real quick. 71%, not bad for a first time hit. Good work, Brent. Alright, let's move on. I believe that was attack number 6. Let's move on to 1, 2, 3, 4. That was attack number 5, excuse me. This is Little Neb, our baby, going against their baby. I believe he is a Town Hall 6, going up against another Town Hall 6. As you can see, real simple base, real obviously easy clan castle pull. You can never defend your clan castle on a base this small. So gets the easy draw, pulls out those troops, and then he just takes care of them by using a lightning spell, old school style. Drops the one giant as a shield, and then takes off the last couple of wizards using archers. Comes in with his pack of giants, takes out that whiz, heads right for that air defense, and as his giants are taking a lot of damage, he elects to send in his balloons a little bit early before that air defense goes down to try to start taking out some of that stuff that's hurting his giants. He does lose a bunch of balloons doing it that way, but they overcome. They end up rushing that air defense and the rest of those defenses, take everything down, and then it is just clean up from there. So Town Hall 6 action. Good job, Little Neb, getting us our 6th 3-star. All right. Oh, excuse me, our 5th 3-star out of 6 attacks. Our 7th attack is D37 again with another 3-star, his 6-star war. Good job for him. He is going up against number 5, another mass hog attack, easy clan castle lure. So let's fast forward times 4 through that. Gets the dragon and the troops out, does the double poison, and then as soon as that goes down, he's going to drop his king with his line of wizards. That is a very standard D37 style attack. King, wizards, and then drop the hogs in behind them, start taking out those defenses, and then you already have your cleanup troops going down. Your king acts as a temporary shield for those wizards while they're doing work, and then the hogs just go to town. You drop the heal spells. There was some pretty obvious Great Bomb spot locations here, so he waited for the Teslas to pop. Once those pop, you know the remaining spots have to be Great Bombs. Pre-heal those, and then there is almost no risk to your hogs whatsoever, and then they just smash through everything. Bit of cleanup here, and that is that. Nice 6-star war, D37, and getting us our 6th 3-star attack to start this war. Nicely done. Alright, so the next one, Little Neb, since there wasn't really anything else he could do being a Town Hall 6, he decides to go and attack their number 1 and gets 31%. Now, although this is a 0-star attack, it's still pretty impressive when a Town Hall 6 gets 31% on their top Town Hall 9. So I want to bring that to you. We are going to watch this in times 4 just because the archer is picking off free buildings. Kind of takes a while, but he's got a lot of buildings here, as you can see, that are completely undefended. So Neb takes advantage of that and just starts picking off these little buildings. And this actually gives us a lot of information for when our upper guys do attacks. So that way they can start cleaning off the same stuff. They can see what's in range of what and what he can get for free. So he's already got 27%. Really the idea of this attack in general was just to scout for an upper guy. But at the same time, he was going to go ahead and give it a shot and try to get a 50% 1-star, which didn't work out. But he does use his balloon to pull out that dragon, and then hogs to pull out those balloons. Shows everyone what's in the clan castle, and that is that. It's very, very nice for the clan when some of the bottom guys don't really have anything else productive they can do, and they go up and scout something higher for the rest of the clan. Alright, our next attack is the Shaggin' Wagon, taking down number 6, and a mass hog attack. Surprise, surprise. So let's go ahead and watch him pull out that clan castle. We'll do this times 4. Pull out that dragon, bring it out to the side, drop those barbs, get them all clumped up, drop that poison, and then barb whiz, dragon falls so fast. Then he just basically does a 2-finger drop here and has the hogs routing out from the south, which is kind of nice because they're going to go through that core and start to work through the central area where the town hall is, which is probably where most of those great bombs are. As you can see, they trigger a couple. So his other hogs, which came in from the right, had very little risk. They rip through, take down all those defenses really quickly. Then they work on that defending king. They barely get him down. There's one hog left, and he is almost dead. But it doesn't matter. Those wizards have already done almost all the cleanup. So there's just a couple of buildings left. He's got a handful of wizards. He's got his king. He's got that one hog remaining. And that is that. Nice 3-star to the Shaggy. Alright, moving on to our next attack. We are just burning through these left and right. Our next attack is Lurker, also taking on the same base, number 6. At this point, all of the Town Hall 8s had already been smashed, so this is basically just a loot attack. Also, we had a minor situation with our Clash Caller where Lurker had number 6 called and Shag just got to him first. It was the last base, so it didn't really matter. But Lurker sends in a couple of hogs up top. Let's go to ×2 to kill that first couple of defenses and pull out the clan castle. He could have pulled it out a little further using one of these barbs and then used the poison not only to kill the clan castle, but also to kill those skellies that already popped. Doesn't matter. Drops in the double poison and takes down the clan castle with no problem at all. Drops in a couple of wizards to pull out those skellies and roast them, and then just goes mass hog. Drops in a heal for his initial batch, then they get a nice split, puts a heal in the core, and already the whole base is almost completely destroyed. Drops in his king and a few wizards for some cleanup, and those hogs take out that last defense, and that is that. It's all cleanup from here. Let's go to ×4. Wizards around the outside, hogs in the core. You got that one archer down here doing work. Last couple of buildings, and there we are. A double 3-star on number 6. Sorry, number 6, Bucks for life. You got screwed. Alright. What's next? Oh, I don't know what I hit. Oh, that was the war ending. Alright, let's go back. Obviously, they didn't make that epic comeback I was so concerned of. Let's move on to... We just watched Shag, Lurker. Oh, Little Lumber. Like I said, all the Town Hall 8s are already destroyed. Not much left going on for Little Lumber to do. So he decides to take a shot at their number 1 Town Hall 9. The one that you saw Neb hitting earlier. Obviously, this isn't so much a scout attack because we already scouted this base. But this is mostly me just trying to take down their number 1 for bragging rights. So I felt pretty good about this attack after it was done. I was pretty happy with how I did, although I did have a little bit of trouble with this clan castle. Those balloons, they just kept getting away from me, so I had to drop in these 3 archers to clean up, and it ended up biting me in the end. We will see how that happened in a moment, but I'm doing a Go Va-Ho here, and I drop the Quakes, and I open up this big compartment. I get to both crossbows, I get to most of the Teslas, and I get to the Town Hall and all the heroes. I thought my Valks would target that queen. I thought she would step up and bring them right in. That's not what happened. But as you can see, I ended up with a 49% 1-star. I did get the Town Hall, but there's so many free buildings out here around the outside. If I would have just saved one of those archers from that clan castle kill, I would have had a 50% 2-star as a Town Hall 8 going up against their number 1 Town Hall 9. But that's not the way it worked out. Doesn't matter. Got some pretty decent loot out of it. So, and we're going to see that get bested here in a couple of minutes. Alright, so now we are going to watch Baby Liquid go up against number 9. Now, this is not a very good attack, but we are going to show you what happened. So that way, hopefully in the future, other people don't make the same mistake. He drops in his clan castle of hogs, and his intention is to get to that air defense. But he doesn't pull out the clan castle, the defending clan castle first. So that dragon comes out and just roasts his hogs immediately. You always, always, always have to pull the clan castle, especially with these lower bases, or have a plan to deal with it on the fly, which, you know, some people do maybe with a go wee wee attack, something like that. You can deal with the clan castle on the fly. But if you're a lower guy and you don't have a plan to deal with the dragon, that dragon is going to do exactly what it does here. Roast the hogs, roast the balloons, and now all you got left is a handful of archers. They're not going to get anything done, and that dragon just goes spot to spot and just roasts everything. So, moral of this story, pull the clan castle. Alright, that's enough of that. Moving on to our next attack. Titanhawk, number 8, our Town Hall 7, going up against their number 1. You just saw Little Lumber hit their number 1 a second ago. And she says, I'm only a Town Hall 7, and I can do better than you. And you know what? She's right. She does. I'm not bitter at all. Maybe a little bit. Alright. So she starts dropping in those archers, very similar to the way Neb did, to start picking up free buildings. So she drops them all around, kind of the way that original scout was that we saw towards the beginning of this war. Just starts picking up one building after another. We'll do ×4 through this until this starts to pick up a little bit. So she's already up to 14% and counting, and then she drops in the basically mass dragon attack up north with the balloons. I think she was hoping that the balloons would go straight south and take out that air defense, but they don't. But she drops in the double rage, gets all of her dragons raged up, gets those balloons raged up, they take out that blower. Unfortunately, they don't get to the town hall, but it doesn't matter. She is at 48%, about to hit 50. There it is. She still has a couple of troops up, still has her king up, and finally that last dragon is about to go down, and that is at 54% 1-star from a Town Hall 7, taking out their top Town Hall 9. I don't care who you are. I'm impressed. Good job, Titanhawk. Keep up the great work smashing Town Hall 9s. Alright, let's see what's next. Brent 2 going up against their... Brent 2 going up against their number 3. This is a Town Hall 8 against a Town Hall 9 again. At this point, we're mostly just... I don't want to say showing off. We're just getting loot. There's no reason to be attacking little Town Hall 8s when all that's left is a couple of Town Hall 9s. So you do get some value out of this for scouting, for finding traps. But for the most part, he is just trying to go for the 50% 1-star to try to get loot for this little Town Hall 8 account. And pulls out the clan castle, does the double poison. We're going to watch this whole thing ×4. Drops in balloons in the hole that is right there to take out that archer tower. And now there is nothing defending from minions just circling this whole area and taking out a large portion of the base absolutely for free. So has targeted minions going around this base, and he's using some balloons to take out some strategic air targeting defenses, so that way his minions kind of have free reign. They get pretty far into this base. He's already at 57%, and at this point he's just using the rest of his minions for the hell of it. Take down the base to 60%, Town Hall 8 versus Town Hall 9. Nice job, Brent. Making it look easy. Alright, let's go to the next one. That was Brent 2 versus number 2. Now let's watch Big Brent versus number 1. This ends up being a fail, but he tries to go at this with a La Lune attack. It looks like a 1 golem, 4 hound, 15 loon Go La Lune attack. He pulls out that clan castle, drops the poison to take down the dragon, drops that golem and a couple of wizards to start the funnel, and his goal here is just to get to the defending queen. Gotta take her out every time if you want to do a successful air attack. That queen was over the wall a moment ago, and then she jumped back. Unfortunately, his king is smashing down the defending king. His queen takes down the defending queen. So they are about to die, but the kill squad did their job, took down the heroes and an air defense as well. Now he's sending in some balloons from the top to take down that lone archer tower. Nice trade, basically a 1-for-1. Starts dropping in all 4 of his hounds, drops in his balloons. He ends up being a little bit light here on balloons. He had a few really late drops, and his hounds kind of petered out, and they stopped tanking because they exploded. So as those crossbows started doing a lot of work on those last couple of balloons. So he doesn't quite get it, but he does get the 1 star, and basically has a nice scout for our second attempt to do a cleanup. So let's move on to our next attack. Where were we at? Lurker. Nope, that's a defend. They actually made a couple of attempts to attack at us and didn't get very far. So now we have Brent 2, Town Hall 8, going up against their number 1. Everyone wants to do better than what I did. I am a little offended. But he does, as always. He pulls out that clan castle using a balloon, gets that dragon out, drops the poison on it, takes it down, and then he is just trying to use his balloons to pick off outside defenses and get a 50% 1 star, basically just a loot attack. In go a bunch of balloons with the rage. That Tesla gives him some problems, unfortunately, but he starts dropping the minions around the outside, start picking up free buildings. There's a lot of natural free buildings, plus where he dropped his balloons, clear up another large area for free buildings. His minions are just going to town, working on this. That queen does step up and take out a bunch of his balloons and minions. He's at 48%. He's got 1 balloon and 10 minions left. So he drops the balloon as a tank, and then the swarm of minions take out a couple of buildings. Gets the easy 53% 1 star. Good job, Brent, picking up some loot. Alright, so that was Brent 2 versus their number 1. Now we have a cleanup Iceman going up against their number 1. Iceman is our top Town Hall 9 against their top Town Hall 9. And as you can see, what he does here is a Go-Va kill squad with a La Lune attack. So the idea here is to drop in your golems and establish your funnel. Then your clan castle has some Valks in it. He was actually kind of lucky those Valks didn't walk because the funnel on the north side wasn't quite clean. But they do take the jump. They get to the core. They take out the defending queen really quickly. They take down that Tesla farm. That queen steps up, takes down that crossbow, and I think she gets this air defense as well, and that Tesla maybe. And he's still got a hound up, and he's got his balloons doing work. That hound is tanking for everything left, and I mean that was a really fast attack. You see the rages and the haste spells. He's got balloons and pups all over the place doing their cleanup, and that is a very nice 3-star on their number 1 account. Good job, Iceman. Way to smash that. Alright, let's move on to our next one. We only got a couple left for you guys. We got Iceman attacking their number 2 with a very similar attack. This is a kill squad, which is Go-Va-Wee-ish, and a La Lune main attack. Drops in his 2 golems and a couple of wizards to start to funnel. Golems go inside. They are distracting that queen. Drops a CC full of wizards, which doesn't make the best funnel. Instead of dropping those wizards in the middle, it would have been nice to drop them on 1 on each side. But it doesn't matter. That queen goes down pretty quick. That clan castle comes out and starts to roast his golems. But they do their job as far as taking out the defending queen goes. Then he drops in his Valks. I would have liked to see those Valks a lot earlier. What happens is they go in completely undefended, and that dragon just smokes them. So the biggest problem with this attack so far has been the funnel and the troop deployment timing. So now he's got that dragon up there, which really just destroyed his whole kill squad. That queen luckily does take it down, gets a couple of shots off on this air defense, and then he starts his La Lune portion. But there's too much of the base left. His kill squad, for as big as it was, didn't get enough work done. Had he drawn that clan castle out and killed it first, then probably his kill squad would have gotten up here, gotten that wizard tower, gotten that crossbow, and a few other things. The hounds would have lasted longer, his balloons would have had more tanking, lasted longer, and he probably would have gotten the 3-star. Another example of not drawing out the clan castle when it was available, and that turning around and biting you. But He does get a fairly high percentage 1-star, and this war was already in the bag. This base had already been 2-starred, I believe, so it didn't really matter. There wasn't much left to do. We're going to go ahead and ×4 for the rest of this. I think we have just one attack left to show you. Watch these pups do some work. As soon as they get up here, then that air defense takes them down. And that is that. Nice try, Iceman. Yeah, as you can see, that number 2 had been 2-starred earlier by Big Brent. So we have this one last attack. This is Liquid going up against their number 10. And he is just, oh, you know what? We missed an attack earlier. We're going to go watch one more attack after this because I forgot about one. So Liquid taking on Town Hall 6, pulls out that clan castle, drops the balloon for the balloon splash CC kill. That's old school. Drops in the hogs, takes out the air defense, and then just swarms it with balloons. This whole base goes down real quick. There's nothing left that can kill a balloon. I mean, he's got 30 balloons left at the end of this. Alright, there was one more attack that we missed, and it is a little bit unfair. It's a Town Hall 8 going down to smash a Town Hall 7. So it's definitely not something you can learn from, but it is a lot of fun to watch. It's just so much overkill. A mass hog attack against a Town Hall 7. It's not fair. But I like watching it because it's complete ownage. Pulls out that clan castle, and then he drops the poison on it. Here comes some wizards to finish it off. Drop a couple barbs for distraction, and then just 30 hogs to go ahead and take down this little baby Town Hall 6. Drops the heal spells, even though he definitely doesn't need them, just to make sure he doesn't lose a single hog. Drops that third heal spell that the hogs don't even go into. Didn't need any of his spells. And you shouldn't at a Town Hall 6. But, just like at the end of this, there are so many troops left. It is just absolute ownage. The poor guy who owns that Town Hall probably woke up from his beautiful night's rest and saw that attack and was like, "What the fuck?" So that's how we're gonna end this attack, or this war recap. So as you can see, it was a non-competitive war, 29-11. These guys didn't even use most of their attacks. I really think, especially if what their clan description is true, I really think that us opening up as hot as we did and just crushing everything we touched really discouraged them. They need to update their war record. It's not 74-10 anymore, I can tell you that. And good job to Clash Holes. Congratulations on your 100th war win. Look at that. It says 100 right there, war wins. Great work. Keep it up, guys. That is that for this war recap. We will see you guys around. Good luck out there.